Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Give out of the gun, fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he puts through the extra point.
LSU 7, Florida State 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Sands. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The offense changing the play. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Plows through the defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Inside the 40. Turning it on! He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. He might want another play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Got it in the middle. It's Sands. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. open from the 15. To throw on first down. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's buried. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
He's tackled at the 36.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it in. It's Summers. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to...
He's got it! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Tackle is made.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete to the right. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Sure hands, it's Summers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man all by himself. Flying down the
execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it has gone final between Michigan and Notre Dame, and here's how it went down. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got him. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. LSU quick to the line. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
And you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juke.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Sends it back in motion. From the gun. He'll take a deep shot here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to take off.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They just keep firing. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Johnson wants to throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers are on the move. To the ground with the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Johnson looking to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Hicks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
He's got it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
LSU 28, Florida State 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40, at the 30. Inside the touchdown Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late. So you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play. And that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
On third down, he drops the throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.